Okay, let's talk about your name, Lady Gaga. Where does that come from?
The Queen song Radio Gaga.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. And then what's your connection to Queen? Why did you choose to name yourself after them?
Well, I didn't name myself Gaga.
You didn't?
No.
How did you get the name?
My producer, Rob Fusari, who did Beautiful Dirty Rich on the record, he said I was very theatrical when I performed.
Yeah.
So he would say, "You're so Gaga." And one day I said, "You mean like the Queen record?" And he goes, "Yeah. You're like Freddie Mercury." And I thought that was a pretty remarkable thing to say.
Yeah.
And he kept calling me Gaga in the studio, so I just kept it.
So what name were you going by before you actually took on that moniker?
The name that you must go Google to find.
Oh.
Because I will not tell you.
Oh! Everybody Google. Let's define your sound. For people who aren't familiar with your kind of music, how would you define the Gaga sound?
Pop.
Straight up pop.
Pop.
What about your moves? You have very intricate, the style of your dance. Is there a name for that? How would you call that?
Crunk Vogue.
Crunk Vogue?
Yes.
And now how did you decide to marry those two styles of dance? Like, where did you develop that from?
We really we watch a lot of videos, and Dina is a ballerina, and Coco is a locker from Paris who studied with Sugar Pop, the famous locker in the States. And we all just, we dance together, we work on the show together, and just organically put all the things together that we love, and created what we do now. And it's maybe another good word for what I do is future pop.
Yes. Now, how did you three ladies come together?
I found them.
How?
I looked for them.
Oh, like in auditions, or you're just like at clubs and like you?
Well, it was more of an exclusive kind of like word of mouth thing that I've been looking for girls to be with me forever.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in hiring dancers. I want partners. Yeah. So that's what they are. They're my creative partners.
So how do they support you in the greater scale than just like what you mentioned, the dance there, but beyond that, how do they contribute to your art?
They contribute their creativity and their knowledge of art and dance, and we all work together as a team.
Yeah. Your style, how do you define that?
My style?
Yeah.
Fashion forward.
Yes.
Sophisticated.
Yes.
I would say it's a bit 70s.
Mm-hmm. Who would you cite as your influences?
Grace Jones.
Yeah. Yes, I can see.
David Bowie.
Yeah.
Madonna. This jacket I made, it's inspired by Willie Ninja.
You made that? Mm-hmm. Like you took the material and you sewed that?
No, I designed it with the house designer Dada.
Yeah.
And he and I were inspired by the film, and we made a series of jackets and clothing inspired by the film.
And now is that something that you want to do and put out there and have other people be able to purchase your style?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't really think of it. I don't want to costume the world as Gaga, though.
No.
You know, I want people to. I want to make fashion that is important.
Yes.
So whether it's important for me or important for the world, I don't know yet. But I don't. If I do a line, it won't be Gaga Couture. It'll be under a different name.
Yeah. What did it take for you to get here? What was the journey to get to the point where you are now?
Lots of hard work.
Yeah.
I played every club in New York City.
For how long were you doing that for?
Since I was 14, and I'm 22.
Yeah.
It took a really long time. It's a different age now in music, and I just don't believe that whether you're doing pop or you're doing rock and roll or folk music or rap, I don't believe that there's any other way to do it than from the bottom up. Yeah. So you have to write records, and you have to record them yourself, and you have to play every venue you can get your hands on, and you have to fail, and then you have to get better, and then you have to fail again, and then get even better. Yeah. But you have to live and breathe your art, and if you don't, you won't get anywhere. And I got here by working very hard, and that's what the fame is really about. Because the fame, which is the title of my album, is about an inner sense of fame that you have in yourself. It's not about being a celebrity or being famous because, you know, you're related to somebody important. It's about something from inside. It's about luminosity. And I'm blessed because I've gotten so good at the fame that I meet incredibly talented women and men, and they want to work on my project because they're inspired. And that's what the fame is all about.
Yeah.
That's really what I want to encourage as the message with this record and with what I do is, sure, it's an entertaining show and the music's great and the record's a smash, but you really should think about what it all means and how all of the visuals and all of the references come together to create something that is meaningful to everybody.
Yeah.